No Bob tonight?
I don't know where Bob's at tonight.
Yeah, he's usually on every night, every time for just at least for the startup. Want me to try and do one?
Go right ahead. We're live.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, run and hide, stay safe. This is not a safe podcast. It is not. I don't do as good as Bob does, but what the heck? I thought I'd try a little. Hey, what the heck?
Hey, it's never safe. You have paramotor pilots.
Yep. Well, it's as all the instructors say, it's as safe as you make it. It's as safe as you make it.
I've never seen you make it safe.
I'm always safe. I've never been injured. I'm stubbed a toe is the worst I've ever done.
Really?
Yep. That's the worst I've ever done. Yep.
I've stubbed my butt a few times.
Well, butt landing doesn't hurt like,
What? Have you ever taken a
Yeah.
high-speed butt landing from 100 foot?
Nope. Once again, never hurt myself. I told you that.
Let me highly recommend not doing it.
Okay. Hey, bring up the share. I'll show you a neat picture over the Missouri River.
There, it should work.
Okay.
Being a little bit crazy like always.
There's a pretty picture Ryan shot when we were at Herman.
Oh, nice.
I am not as low as I look. I could glide across. He's just that much higher.
Is it that wide?
I literally cut the power back on the left side and just was gliding across, losing altitude. I figured there was no reason to, once you know you got it made.
I was trying to judge by the ripples there. Got a bigger monitor real quick.
Yep.
See how wide that was,
Sure.
but
oh, here, I'll bring it back up. Sorry.
no, I saved it on my other monitor.
Okay.
I just screenshotted it. It was like zoomed in on. It's like, see how just look by the ripples. Didn't look it was that wide at first, and then I really look at it like, oh yeah, it is.
That was fairly high. Here's another real pretty one. I'll do this one too. It dropped out. Oh,
I got that whole eyesight problem anymore.
Yeah.
Small laptop screens don't do good for my eyes.
Is that a pretty one or what?
Yeah, that sun glare I wish wasn't there.
Yeah, I think I can filter that down a little. I just thought it was first time I've looked at it on a big screen. I've only seen it on my phone before. Better.
That's the other thing. Yeah, that one looks a lot better than that.
Yeah, I agree. It's still a neat.
That's shot. The other thing when you look at it on a real screen versus the little one.
Oh, yeah.
You really see the difference. I have that problem a lot. Like I'll look at stuff, it looks really good when I shoot it, and I look at it like I look at it later on, like best.
Not so much, yeah. As soon as you get it on a big enough screen, you can see it. Yep. But that was kind of cool.
I make the choice when I take the DLSR up with me, I shoot in RAW.
Mm-hmm.
So I can always go back, super large files, but you can work with them.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather have that space to work. Adjust the color tones just right. Rather than looking like crap.
There you go. We'll do a little short video here of the flight for there. Just a little part of it. I won't do a lot, but this is just kind of a fun. It was a beautiful, beautiful evening.
It was nice.
Oh man, it was really nice. Very much so. You come over here.
You people and cheating and getting to fly when I can't.
Sorry. I had to drive for 2 hours to do that flight each way to get this flight.
Damn.
Here we go. First real water here. You can't see. Damn it. Look at the video.
Where was your 360 camera?
But Oh, then we got some other. I still haven't used it yet.
What the hell?
I know it's terrible, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think by now I'd have it mounted up. Maybe I'll mount it up, move my other one to the chase cam for the weekend. Okay, here we go. Here's where we talk about watching for power lines. See that?
Yep.
What was that
Oh.
I'm looking at? That's yeah, called Get the Hell Out of Dodge, you know? It's called Somebody Was Let me back up again. They were coming up, and you look at these flashing lights. I'm usually a pretty cautious pilot. Unfortunately, I'm also a bit of a magpie. Shiny things, you know?
Uh-huh. You're a
Yep.
redneck.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm telling you, I'm looking. Yeah, shiny things, car accidents, stuff like that. I got the trimmers out all the way. Not real high, obviously. It's pretty smooth, so it wasn't a big deal. But I was running on up ahead of Ryan because he was behind me. And see me with the glare. See the power line on the left,
Yep. You don't
and
notice it.
I'm trying. I got the glare where I'm looking. I'm not seeing the next pole. I look left and I go, "Oh crap, that's a power pole." So keep an eye out for power lines. Don't let yourself get distracted. That, you know, 10 seconds, 15 seconds more, and I probably would have been hanging off a power line, hopefully alive. But I don't want to think about it too much. But
You'd be alive. You'd just be
it would be ugly. I'd be
yeah, there'd be
very
a loud bang and your wing would get burnt too. And
yeah. Just
I'm
after
not sure if
getting
you'd be hanging on the line. Be
yeah,
my
that's a
fear.
good point. You got a good point there. It wouldn't have
That
been
kind of
good. It's
voltage
been
error would probably vaporize lines.
well, you see the other power pole I couldn't see? That's
Uh-huh.
the one the sun was blocking until I looked left because I still scanned, you know. I scanned left and went, wait a minute. Oh crap, that's a power line.
That's
Yep.
the problem with flying into
Yeah.
the sun.
You got it. And that's the problem with going west in evening. Yeah. And but that was that was the wind direction that evening. And so we decided to fly down to Gasconade County and just see what was, turn
Uh,
around when it got late enough. And we did.
You know the rule when you're in an area you don't know.
Oh, I fly that area though sometimes. I've been there. You're right though. And guess what?
Well, obviously, you didn't remember it because you should
No,
remember lines that big.
nope, no, you're right. Well, let's see. Yeah, that's enough.
Like Rumfront Bridge, you come up in
Anyway,
Carrollton, they put in four big jet turbine generators and
uh-huh.
new power plant. And when they did all that, they ran all kinds of new high tension lines everywhere, all through the county. And my flight there last year, it was like amazing to me because, being a GA pilot, I spent a lot of time in the air down there, past the airport. I get up, I try to go over towards the fairgrounds. I was like, holy crap, there's so many high tension lines here crisscrossing everywhere that there was never lines before.
Uh-huh. I've noticed that places too where lines don't seem to be where they used to be, you know?
Oh, they're all brand new towers. I mean, some had still
Uh-huh.
dirt below them last year. I'm like, yeah, that's from that new power plant.
Yep, there you go.
And the thing is, they hit so much natural gas out there that rather than pumping the gas in a pipeline, it's easier to
Hmm.
put it in a smaller pipeline and shoot it right to these generation plants, and they're building them all over the place now.
Yep.
From what I understand, there's like three more going in out that way, and I just found one up by Cambridge last week. Obviously, same company building it. They look identical.
Okay. Yeah. There you go. Show you a little at the end. Right here is where I took off at. Behind that hangar, the wind was blowing from the right. It was crazy. I may dig that out in a minute, but Ryan's going to go in and land. And I was shooting pictures of him coming into the airport.
You going out over the weekend too, or
Huh? I don't know if he's going to make it or not. He was talking about it. Grab my power line, put my phone up. PPG GPS back on the screen. That's just a pretty little airport, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Not a lot of hangars or anything. You can take off in this whole area on this end, pretty much, and you can take off behind the hangars. And usually on the other side, the grass was just real tall on the other side of the hangars. So
When you go foot drag to runway, probably too.
I've done it from one end to the other, both ways. Yeah. There's Ryan down. He just landed.
I've done mine here at the home field, but it's a little harder. I
Mm-hmm.
usually like to have another pilot spotting for me just to make sure nothing else
Oh
is in the
yeah.
pattern.
Oh yeah. It's a good idea. Real good idea to do that. Mm-hmm.
Makes me nervous sometimes, even though I have a radio. And
No,
I
I
usually
hear
hear,
you. Well, my wife has agreed to get me something for Christmas.
what's that?
PPG smoke headset.
Oh, you're getting it?
I'm gonna get one. Yeah, I wouldn't buy it, but I told her if she buy it, I'd be, I told my daughter, and my daughter told her, and then she told me. There's between the hangars. We go around the hangars. It's just us and a couple other people there, so and they didn't care. Pretty airplane in the hangar. Little Cessna sitting outside. And then I think I set up and land here shortly. Pull my trimmers in the rest of the way, and there's no wind to speak of, just a tiny trickle.
Just enough to give you a problem.
No, not enough for problem at all. It's actually into the wind now. Ryan and I took off the opposite direction I landed, and I'm into the wind this time. Yeah, coming around.
I hate when it's light and you almost can't tell what's there, and you got to take
Oh
off, and
yeah,
just enough to
just to
cause
screw
that
you up.
issue. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Oh yeah, been there, done that for sure.
I think we were having that problem a lot at Glamis there at the dunes. Remember?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, yeah, that was real light and variable. There we go, Nick. Coming in.
Yeah, like the one day you went through the bushes.
Oh yeah. right right next to the tie downs. Shut it off. And drop it right on next to Ryan's wing. Yep. Anyway, that was kind of fun. That was a fun flight. Let me just bring up this one real quick. I said I would. Hang on. Where's it at?
Surprised you can get a picture of your parameter tied down.
Tied down.
Well, you didn't see what Jeff Boyne did a while back with his?
Yeah.
I think we should all recreate that shot for the heck of it.
There you go. Let's get ready.
It'd be funny to get a bunch of us do it all in a line, you know? Everybody flying an airport to go tie down.
Okay. Here we go. Screen share. This is the takeoff. Now, this is wind from the left over the hangars. Not almost 90 degrees. And Ryan had to go out on the other side of the hangar before he finally got clean air. See where he's at over there? I don't know if you'll get to see the windsock or not, the little wind streamer or not. But
Oh, he's way over there.
oh yeah. Did you hear that? Mm-hmm. Holy crap, what a ride. That was an interesting takeoff. It was called, I had a choice. I could pick the wing up and carry it all the way out there, relay it out again, or I could
That was what you got?
Just go for it. And if it doesn't make it, set it up out there and go. It's like, I made it. It was good.
I tend to make that decision quite often.
Yeah, it's like
moving the wing or trying a failed one and maybe having to move forward anyway. I'm like, I'm going to move forward anyway. Might as well just pull it up and try it. I will say, the new wing made a difference.
Yep. Oh, I believe that.
Every pull-up's a good one. I think I might have had one failed with the Luna, and that was kind of my fault. I did a reverse and pulled up. And it just didn't go. Didn't feel right. I wasn't fighting it.
Yep.
Let it come over, set it down, pull it up again.
Okay. Oh man, I hear you. But that was a fun flight day that day at Herman. That was a good day. Took off after work and drove over, met Ryan there, and him and I spent the evening flying, and then we went out and grabbed something to eat. Good times.
Was that the night you
Yes.
had the unfortunate incident
Oh God, yes.
with that damn Ford of yours?
No, not my Ford. It was a freaking flatbed tractor trailer that's the problem. Once again,
I blame it on the Ford.
I don't blame it. Yeah, right.
That truck is cursed.
Oh, it's not. It's only ever had 2 problems with it since I've had it. One was on the trip going out west when the moron in another flatbed tractor trailer sideswiped me. And this one where the guy, well, he actually blocked the freaking whole highway.
Too bad you couldn't catch him.
No kidding. I really wish I could have.
Us for having some spikes on board would be nice, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You can't catch him, at least spike his back.
No, I hear you, man. Yeah.
You know damn well he took off. Wherever he was trying to get to, he left that area.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you know it. Well, he was trying to get to the truck stop up ahead, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, once he seen damage to your vehicle, he was probably like, ah, hell with that.
Yeah, especially since he blocked the entire road, which means probably 5 years without a license
Mm-hmm.
with a CDL.
Well, it's not so much blocking the road. He'd have got a ticket for that,
Yeah.
for making a bad turn or something stupid.
Mm-hmm.
He'd have lost his license 4 or 5 years for leaving the scene of an accident.
Well, that's true. You're right.
But as a CDL driver, he should have known better than to do that.
Yeah, he should have. Unfortunately, I hate to say it, they told me that happens all the time out there. Not all the time, but quite a bit. It's kind of something else, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. If it happens that often there, it makes you wonder.
Yeah, you should be doing something, shouldn't they?
Mm-hmm.
I agree. He said that intersection and the next one further down.
Both of them are a problem.
Yep. Well, it's because if they don't turn around at the first one and block it, they do it at the second one. Well, the problem is when you're in the middle of nowhere at night in the country.
Mm-hmm.
And my question is, why not? And the GPS doesn't show any good routes to turn around, you know?
Well, that's
Yeah.
a big part of the battle.
Yep. Yeah, if they had a place where a truck could turn around, which would make sense if they know they have a problem, you know?
A lot of times they don't know they have a problem.
But they've known they've had a problem for a while, evidently. So, I mean, they should, just put a big park and ride lot type thing in, one of the big asphalt gravel lots.
Mm-hmm.
2 entrances.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. No, people park in there. Trucks will get through it anyway.
But nobody's going to park in there out in the middle of nowhere like that.
You build it, they will park in it.
Yeah, there's nothing out there really. So I don't know what they'd be doing to park there. But anyway.
Trust me, some redneck could park a trailer or something stupid in there.
Yeah.
You know how, trust me, there's pull-offs around here, out in the middle of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
And people will like park a dead car there.
Mm-hmm. Usually they tow them when they do that, though.
No, if they're off the road.
If they're in the pull-off and it's not a parking area, no parking area, they do. If it's made just for turnaround.
Yeah, I'm talking. We have like pull-offs like big enough to spin a truck around over there, but they're not really like a legal turnaround pull-off. Just someone put something there.
Yep. Oh man, yep.
what's been going on in St. Louis? I see there's seen some stuff online. A bunch of military building up that way.
Yeah, I don't know. I try not to look at that stuff if I can help it.
Have you seen the build up at all? Or,
I've seen some stuff about it. Yeah.
but have you actually seen the vehicle?
No, I haven't. I remember where I live, 30 miles east of St. Louis in the middle of nowhere.
But you work over by St. Louis, don't you?
Yeah, I drive. Yeah, yeah, but I haven't really seen anything the way where I'm at.
Okay. I thought I was wondering if you're seeing anything or not.
No, not really. Not really.
This makes me wonder. You see stuff about it online. I wonder if that's really happening or not.
I don't know. I mean, like I said, I really haven't seen it, but that doesn't necessarily mean that, it's not happening. It just means it's not right where I've been.
Or they're doing it, back off to the side somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Well, they probably wouldn't be parking on, Wharf Street on the river or something like that. They make it a little less obvious, unless they want people to know they're there.
Yeah, it seems like they don't. Like you don't see it on media. You see it on social media stuff. Like makes me wonder.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, this ought to be a good, fun weekend at Kyle Short's place.
Oh yeah.
Yep, you should have a good time. People should have a good time at it.
Now, does he actually do that at the airport?
It's at his place. It's his place.
Oh, he has the airport.
It's not an airport. No, he's a airport's on the other side of town.
Oh, okay, well, it was just marked at the airport there. That's why I was wondering.
No, it's actually, if you look at his video, he actually has a video of how to pull in there now on the site.
Okay.
And directions, and he's got the address up. Yeah, but it looks like a nice place. It does, just as long as it's not too wet or anything. Don't know how it does when it's wet.
What's the first years you've never been there, so
No, that's it. That's what I'm saying. But hopefully it'll be okay. Yeah, I'm going to be driving a bent up truck probably. Well, they're not going to get the parts in time. I'm probably going to be driving it to Bad Apples too.
I'd get that Dodge for you.
If I can borrow it, I'm going to borrow it for the trip to Bad Apples. The other one, I'm not too worried about. It's only a couple hours,
With your big 50-gallon tank in the bed?
No, I ain't doing that. It's not my truck. I ain't buying a 50-gallon tank to put in there.
Oh, yeah, you got a 50-gallon barrel laying around, don't you?
Oh, probably a 30.
Yeah, put a barrel in the back there, strap it down, put Jet A in it.
I actually have a barrel of Jet A in the hangar right now.
Do you?
Yeah.
I can alleviate that barrel for you.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure.
So I could bring an engine up that's made to run on it.
I hear you.
Make a bunch of noise during the fly-in if you want.
There you go. There you go. Oh man, but yeah, no, they're looking forward to it. Should be a good time. He's got a lot of open ground around there, and if they're friendly, maybe fly over to the airport and check it out. That's always fun if they're friendly,
It's a county airport. I don't see why they wouldn't be friendly.
Yeah, you never know. You get jerks sometimes, but yeah, there probably are. We have one airport in the St. Louis area, other than Lambert, we don't go to.
Oh, they don't like you there?
Oh, they don't like anybody there. If you don't have, what's the old line? Yokes and four strokes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We landed there in ultralights once, followed the FAA's pattern and everything, and got our butts chewed because the guy that yelled at us didn't even know his traffic pattern.
I know to send you a public airport.
Yeah, it's not a public airport. It turns out it's owned by 4 people.
Okay.
It's private. Now I'm told they've taken federal funds though, so I'm thinking I might actually fly in there just to see what reaction I get. But I'm gonna have it nailed down 4 ways to Sunday before I do.
Yeah, check it all out. I'll do it with you.
Yeah. Because I mean, I'm a believer in freedom of what's that old Navy thing? Freedom of navigation.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you can, not always a good reason, but in the case of this one, it's in a good spot. So I think it's a good reason. Plus, if you follow the rules and you do it and they can't stop you, and suddenly they realize you're not breaking the rules, you're doing it right. You know what I mean?
I think a whole group was flying there like that.
Well, that's what happened the last time. We had 5 ultralights land there, and we all followed the pattern. We all landed. The guy comes out and starts chewing our butt and say you were too low in the pattern, and he's trying to tell us it was 1,000-foot pattern when he's got a Class B airspace at 1,000 feet. It's like, yeah, you have a 60. I hate to tell you, dude, but you have a 600-foot, 800-foot pattern there.
Yeah.
Old school 800-foot, and 500-foot was a recommended pattern there for ultralight. But hey,
As long as you stay within that recommended pattern.
yeah, but yeah, some people were just like that. We got apologies from the other guys that were based there that we knew for the guy's attitude. But hey, we're trying to be right nice and trying to follow the rules and using the radio, doing everything right, and still get your butt chewed.
That'd be nice for the
years
other guys
ago,
that are based there would have unbased themselves there just because of that.
No, unfortunately, I can tell you right now, if you're based there, you got money. Creve Coeur Airport is a shade port is $250 a month.
Ooh.
Yeah, there are guys there that have really high end aircraft there. They got World War II planes, and it's definitely big money there. What's interesting is the guys, the CAFs there, they got a neat place. They have it's a neat airport, and I've never met anybody that flies out of there I didn't get along with.
Well, how do you not get along with people flying Warbird?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I get along great with all those guys. We've gone to parties there and everything else. I've got a friend of mine who's I flew oh God, how did that work? I flew RC airplanes with him, flew RC helicopters with him, flew hang gliders with him, and quad racers with him. And now he's an A&P, and he's in the process. They just finished up Belle Iroquois in Florida.
Oh, really?
Yes. Well, he's one of these guys. His job, what he does is he refinishes aircraft for like display, for like the VFW halls and that. Museum,
okay.
does them up for museums, whatever. And he's got a F4 Phantom cockpit that he hauls around. Pretty cool. Yeah, really cool.
Where the hell do you get that
at? He bought it some scrapyard someplace and restored the front end of it. It's got full instrumentation and everything. Everything turns on, and yeah, it's cool.
That would be fun to play with.
It is. I've been in it a couple times. But he was collecting parts for helicopters. They were doing the same thing. They were redoing some helicopters, and he started coming up with a Coyote. I forgot the number of that thing, but he started collecting enough parts. He started realizing that a lot of these parts had time on them still.
Oh, there was yeah.
And then he got an airframe that he wasn't supposed to get all the paperwork on, but somebody he knew, when he bought an airframe for military, demilitarized, he got all the logs and everything.
Oh, so nice. He had everything you need to.
Everything to make it legal. Yeah. So
that would have been.
They just did a full repaint. They did the whole thing. It's beautiful.
I don't understand why when they demil those, they don't want them out. They still got time on them. I mean, come on.
Sometimes they even take the and cut the wiring harnesses and stuff up.
Yeah, why?
Yeah, I don't know. Doesn't make any sense. I mean, yeah. Well, they were cutting airplanes in half, fighter planes in half, remember?
Yeah.
That was ridiculous. The Skyhawks, man. A whole lot of Skyhawks got cut in half.
A lot of good military stuff got cut like that.
I know. It's terrible. Yep. But neat place anyway. I want to go back in there again. I want to go in there and I want to make sure I'm absolutely, when he says something, I can pull out the paper and go, wait a minute, you take federal funds. I'm going to follow your rules. I don't have a problem with that. I'm trying to do it right, but I don't believe you can restrict me unless you come up with a safety reason. And I'm not, and let's put it this way. I happen to know there's other guys that fly in there just as slow as the ultralights are. Hey, Casper.
Hey, can you hear me?
We hear you.
Yep.
How you guys doing?
Good. Getting ready to go to another fly-in.
I pulled the seat out today.
Oh, hey, good deal.
You got her out finally?
Nice, nice.
Oh, I got bitten hard.
That's good. Oh man.
How'd it feel?
Felt good. I mean, it just,
Out of
the
practice.
truth, I'm out of practice. That's saying it lightly.
Yeah.
But
knocked the rust off with a jackhammer.
yes,
The seat is a jackhammer.
I know it is. Yep, that's it.
I didn't I didn't have enough patience, so I said, 15 to and gusting to 20. I'm gonna take it out.
Okay. Hey, Aaron, didn't see you on their post. Sorry, I've been back and forth on stuff. Aaron who's going to be at the fly-in third this weekend. We'll see you there. Definitely.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Yep. Come and join us. I put the password in there.
Okay, I see it. Yeah, you're welcome to come on. Don't have to have a camera up if you don't want. Just talk. Casper's doing it. Oh man. Yep.
But yeah, it wasn't exactly the win that you want to take it out, but
yeah.
I've been waiting now several weeks now. It's like, come on, this is as close as I'm gonna get.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you didn't get your ass handed to you, you're okay.
Yep.
I was fine. I mean, I only made maybe went up in the air a little bit, but
Mm-hmm. I hear you. What wing were you on playing with?
The seed.
Okay. You went in the air on the seat. It was windy.
Hey, I've been in the air in the seat.
I know. I hear you, man.
And I'm 260 pounds.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm thinking. You must have let that thing really get going.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was having, I don't know why, but I was having a hard time in a reverse launch.
No problem,
to keep it crossed. It just, as soon as I went up, it just wanted to flip all the way around right away.
Mm-hmm.
But so
yeah, a little turbulent, huh?
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it was changing.
At 15 mile an hour, that wing becomes a different animal.
Mm-hmm.
Like 7 to 10, it's nice, but 12, you're working. 13, you better be on your game.
Mm-hmm.
You start hitting 15, shit gets real quick with that wing.
That wing's pretty. It's not super slow on the brakes. It gets twitchier.
I tell you, there's more pressure involved with the higher speed winds. Mm-hmm. It's actually not as twitchy if you don't pull on the brakes too hard, but
that's true.
You can really finesse it at that speed.
Mm-hmm. But I know you like to kite it and grab the lines themselves.
Well, that's how I was taught by Sean. I'll tell you, it makes a difference.
But I actually want to kite the way I fly, so I want the brakes in my hands. I do both. I've done both. Yeah.
Sean's idea behind it makes sense to me. He wants you to know kiting, flying. Mm-hmm. There's a difference. Mm-hmm. When you're ground handling, you hook the thing.
Nope. I ground handle the same way I fly. That way, when I get ready to launch, I don't have to change anything.
I agree with you. That makes a lot more sense to me.
I practice what I do. I don't practice what I don't do generally. I mean, like I said, I've done it with the brake, with the hand, with just grabbing the lines. But then again, in the air, I do the same thing. I reach up and grab a line to do things.
So. Yeah, so the thing is, he got me on hooking them like that, which is nice.
Sure.
In lower winds when you're playing around. Mm-hmm. If it starts to drop, you can immediately reach up, grab the A's, and grab the brakes again.
No, you're
when you have the brakes in your hand, you try to grab the A's, you're pulling brake on at the same time, so it's an issue.
Yep. No, you're right. That's true. If it's one of those conditions, yeah. When you're playing, yeah, you can do that. That's true.
To me, it makes it a lot easier to do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, generally, if I'm really practicing though kiting, where it does me good towards kiting to flying, I like to have the brakes because that's the same way I fly. But
yeah, that's kind of what I would go for.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with doing it the other way. I've done it, and he's right. You can go between the brakes and the A's really quick that way.
Yeah, if you're just playing around kiting and trying different maneuvers, it makes it so much easier.
Mm-hmm.
No, my biggest problem was is that it said 15 to 20. I said, oh, 15 to 20. Okay, it's a small wing. I can handle it.
Yeah.
The problem was the problem was not that. The problem was is there was no 10 or 15. It was 20 gusts, stop. 20 gusts, stop. It was like, gee, I mean, they're talking about
Yeah, been there. That's no fun.
so, but yeah, I couldn't wait anymore. That was my problem was, I
Nah,
probably should not. Yeah, but I get the bug got butt, came
Mhm.
back with a revenge.
No, I hear you, man.
After all this time,
Good.
convince myself I will never do it again.
Now you're ready. You're wanting to go.
Yes, that's a problem.
Nah.
You watch, within a year, he'll have a motor and a new wing.
Yep.
Well, you know what the problem? I'll be in San Francisco next week,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll probably be about half an hour to 40 minutes from Blackhawk.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Well, the nice thing about carrying a seat around, you can carry it with you. It's not very big. Pack it in the bag.
Yeah, yeah, it packs pretty small.
Yep. Put your pressure
I mean,
pack it. You can get it real small. Yeah.
well, I need to pack it nicer. I was packing it in 20 miles an hour. It was.
Oh no, I get that.
She in the prettiest fold.
Will you pack it up the way they want you to with the straps and everything? If you put it in a vacuum bag, you could definitely stick it in your carry-on luggage.
Oh yeah, easy.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yep.
But I figured, if I can get lucky, down there in San Jose, San Francisco area, find me some good, nice weather, consistent wind, just to kind of get my rust off,
Yep. I hear you, man. Yep.
Yeah, if you're gonna be there, you might as well.
Yeah, that's a nice.
The one thing is that the seed it seems to like to overshoot really easy.
Okay.
It can, yeah.
Yeah, if you got a lot of wind, especially like that gust you were talking about,
Yeah.
that's a lot of wind.
See, the old wings does not do that.
No, that's because they didn't want to go up where they belong. They wanted to hang back. The old paraglider wings.
Believe me, I didn't have the balls to pull that one out today.
So I've got a 1995 Apco Prima.
That would have done good 20-mile-an-hour wings.
No, I don't think so. It's a 30 meter. I don't think so. You've been drugged halfway across the county. It's not very efficient by today's standards. So you see me fly it, Nick, but you don't fly it unless it's nice air. But it's in perfect condition. But
I figured it would be better coming up higher wind.
no, it's 30 meters. It's huge. Now you want to fly that on a really nice evening, just a few miles an hour.
How's it doing like 8 or 10-mile-an-hour winds as far as kiting?
I've never flown it in that much wind. I've kited it in that. I've kited it in over 10. But I can tell you that wing be a handful pretty quick. You imagine that kiting a 30-meter wing in that wind? Casper? Yeah, no thanks. Just I kited it in wind strong enough it lifted me 6 foot off the ground and hauled me downwind. I can tell you that one time when I was fairly new at playing with paragliders.
So I don't know what's the comparison today.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the 90s, they called them a 36 meter.
Okay, that's a big.
Oh, a 36.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's granted, but each foil, each bag or whatever you want to call it, was huge too. They're not as they were more like
You're right.
They were more like a power parachute suit. They were like, they just had a more of an elliptical. But anyway,
you're right.
I came off a cliff from one of those things, and as soon as I hit the cliff face, man, I probably went at least 100 feet straight up.
Nice.
I'm talking, I got yanked so bad.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you what, you're talking about taking almost a crap in your pants, man. Holy moly.
I hear you. I call it a twang launch.
I mean, if you didn't have your straps right,
yeah,
you're
hurting. Yeah,
your voice may go a couple octaves.
We've done that in hang gliders where you actually get 2 guys on your side wires, 1 guy on your nose, and 1 guy on your keel. and they walk you out to the edge. The nose guy gets out of the way. You got your nose down. The other guys are holding your wing down so you don't lift off. You step to the edge of the line, and they better be a good team. Everybody, you yell clear, they all let go immediately, and it goes twang, and you go straight up. It's exciting.
Well, you have to do some good wings for that. Wind for that.
It's blowing. Let me tell you when that happens. Yeah, it's honking. Yep.
But yeah.
Windy cliff launch.
I mean, it wasn't that windy. That's the interesting part is the way that cliff is.
Right. Just gives you really good lift.
You're sitting up there, and there's no wind, but there is wind. But what happened is it hits the mountain, right? Or the cliff, I should say, and it just goes straight up.
Yep.
And you're standing right on the launch. It kind of, you're basically in that whatever dead zone. So you're like, oh, it's a beautiful day, you know.
Was it a slope launch or a cliff?
A reverse cliff. So it was actually
a reverse cliff.
Means it goes going in first. So it's like sticking out. It's like a ramp.
Okay.
So it's not a cliff straight. It's actually a cliff going towards you, you know.
Wow. Yeah, that's wild. Yeah. Most guys don't like doing those with paragliders that I know. They like slopes. Cliffs are tricky.
No, they're, you look on your glide.
Yeah.
I mean, and you got, it's a long ride down,
Okay.
Even on a sledder, but that's a great, if you get there at 6 o'clock in the morning till about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, it's perfect. And then after that, when the thermals and all that stuff, that's where all the hang gliders shows up, and then they have a blast.
Sure. Oh, I've been sitting on a hang glider and paraglider launch watching the paragliders fly because it was too light for the hang gliders to get off. Yeah,
that's why it's nice to be in both. You can,
you got it. Now that stuff started getting my attention. Same weekend, there were some guys flying paramotors down in the valley after the flying was done with hang gliders and paragliders. And it's like, wow, that'd be pretty cool because you could fly that when you're done flying your hang glider or your paraglider,
Yeah.
Yeah, just hook the motor in and go again. Yeah.
It just depends how tired you are.
Well, there is that. I mean, you do a really long flight, you might not want to, but yep. Oh shoot! But hey, it's all fun. No, so you're looking at are you going to San Jose? You said.
Yeah.
That's a neat area. Go over to, if you can, try and make it over to Westlake. They call it, right on the ocean. Really nice paraglider site. Uh-oh. I heard it for a minute. And then the mic went away. Anyway, it's a real nice paraglider site. I've never flown the paraglider site from the ground. I was flying hang gliders back then, so we flew from Fort Funston, but I've flown over to Westlake and flown there. And it's a neat site. It's like a huge bowl, like a mile in diameter. It's really cool. Really cool. You can literally fly way out in the middle of it and everything else and still go up. And that was on a hang glider, not a paraglider. So, yep. Yeah, then they got a low ridge down on the beach. You can fly from there. And then you go down the beach as far as you dare. Turn around and come back, hit the bowl, and get step back up to the ridges again. Yep.
I always wanted to do hang gliding because I decided when I was 5 years old and one of those things I will do it one day. When I got it, old enough to do it, all of a sudden there was a paragliding on the hill. That seemed a lot.
It's a lot easier to deal with. You don't have to carry the big wing around. It's not as hard to set up and tear down and all that, for sure.
That's the main advantage of it, not carrying that heavy equipment.
I mean, because let's face it, I get my rigid wing out and I can outrun any paraglider ever built in climb and in distance. But it's 90 pounds. You got to put it together, and You know, it's just a lot more hassle to haul around.
Yeah.
Keith, are you sure you can outrun me in the climb?
I said paraglider. You fly that Z blade without the engine, I guarantee I can.
What about you compared to me with the universal?
I think I could still outclimb you on my rigid.
Well, shit. Okay, I'll just shut up then.
Yeah, let's put it this way. I've been in 2,500 foot a minute climbs.
Holy cow.
Yeah, paragliders look like they're it's a bad day. Let's put it that way if you hit that much thermal. Yep. But oh man. Anyway, it's all fun. I haven't flown anything that wasn't fun. Shoot. Excited about the weekend or what?
You talking to me?
Yeah.
You already know it, man.
Yeah.
I'll be off halfway through Wednesday just for my weekend.
Okay. Nice.
Are you taking off on Wednesday?
I'm probably gonna head out on Thursday early morning. Only because the listing states that the site is available Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
That tells me it's not available on Wednesday. But you better believe I'll be the first one there on Wednesday morning or Thursday morning.
Mm-hmm.
You want to make a bet?
How much?
How much you willing to lose?
I mean, I'm not willing to lose anything, but I'm willing to bet something. Tell you what, how about a bottle of Shine?
You always want to bet bottles of Shine.
Yeah, well, up until 2 days ago, I had Shine. I am officially and more.
Oh, you have the problem. You're out of it.
Yep.
Emergency light went on.
Emergency light.
Hell,
Chocolate panel got all lightened up.
when it comes to that stuff, there is no lights. It's just emergency. There's no lights though.
I've been putting out emergencies all week. Trust me. I had to deal with the normal Dollar General emergencies all week.
Oh joy. Using that big tank, air tank again?
No, I was using the 8,000 psi jetter.
Okay.
I was forced to use the diesel powered one the other day.
Oh shit.
Ooh,
Not good.
fun.
Yeah, 350 foot of line later, there was a shit volcano at the end of the street.
That's funny.
Well, it seemed to me at the bottom of the manhole, instead of the pipe just coming into it,
Mm-hmm.
the pipe come in and hung out about 1.5 feet, 2 foot, like almost to the center of the manhole. And it had a T set on there. One part pointing up, one part pointing down. And the part that went down had like a 2 foot piece of pipe on it. Nothing on the upper part. So you can guess where the stuff come out at.
Shit volcano.
On the good side. On the fun side.
You just wouldn't want to be standing near it.
The manager was out there when it happened.
Good. They finally got something that they're getting paid for.
Yep.
I'm actually running this thing, and all of a sudden I'm running the half-inch line instead of the quarter I usually run. And I had about 8 or 10 foot slacked off the spool I'm holding on trying to ram at. All of a sudden it yanked it down, about pulled it out of my hand. And I'm like, that's not good. And then you hear this sucking sound from the pipe, and I'm like, uh-oh. And I looked out towards the street. It's time to see the geyser start.
Fucking send it.
Yeah. No I started to say no shit, but
Yeah.
it's actually the opposite. What a load of shit.
And the bad thing was there was 2 plumbers that had been there before me. And hadn't got it unplugged.
Okay. Yep. Sometimes you got to get the 4-wheel drive turbocharged shit out. Yep.
Sometimes the redneck jetter has to come out.
Yep. Got to do it.
Well, I apologize for being so late tonight. How's everybody's life been?
Oh, we're here.
What's that?
I've
We're
been in
here.
pain for the past week and a half.
Yeah. He hurt himself again.
Who did?
Nick.
Oh, big surprise there.
My back's been giving me problems. You know how it is.
Yep. And your back is always giving you problems, though, so I'm not really surprised.
Do you
Yeah.
When I
ever
don't
try
wanna get out of bed.
Those tilted things.
Oh, inversion tables?
Yeah. All
I
the
have
time.
a friend. I have a friend, two friends that just swear by that stuff. I went up on that thing, and about halfway through, I said, "I'm stopping because after that, I will give you anything you want just to go on the other side." That's a torture device.
No, it ain't.
That's how I felt. I used to sell them at the store that I worked at, and I figured, well, if I'm going to sell these things, I need to know what the hell they are. So I climbed up on it, flipped myself over, and I could not get vertical fast enough because it hurt so fucking bad.
Damn.
I never recommended them. I would tell people, I hear they're great, but they don't do anything for me.
That's what I hear. Some people is bad. Some people are good with them.
It hurt every joint in my back when I did it.
It's wild. Yep.
You like to test all the products you sell?
What's that?
You like to test all the products you sell, or what?
Hey, generally speaking, yes. The answer would be yes. I would like to know exactly what it is I'm selling. However, to counter whatever negative side effects or negative comments that you have, because I know you have a boatload, I sold guns and sporting equipment. Now I'm in the Air Force, and no matter what you do, it's all negative, so it doesn't matter.
I'm surprised you're not like selling dildos, you know?
I'm not one to test dildos, Nick, and out of all of the people in the group, I think that would be you.
Nope. I design them. I don't test them.
Keith gets it.
Yep. Jeez.
All right. Well.
Yep. Well, missed seeing you fly Sunday or last Friday with Ryan. That was good.
Oh man, I wish I would have been there.
Good flight.
I had prior obligations to chop a tree.
Understood. I made my first water foot drag of the year.
Oh man, shut up! I don't want to hear about it.
I sent you a picture too. You'll have to look at in your text.
What's that?
I sent you a text of a picture. Also, you need to look at.
I have to check it out.
That's okay.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
no. You saw my. Go ahead.
Unfortunately, on Friday, I was chopping a tree down. On Saturday, I believe I wouldn't finish that.
Mm-hmm. Saturday, yes.
Saturday, I was in St. Louis at the Oddities and Curiosities Expo. I almost bought a shrunken head, but instead I went for something different.
Okay.
And on Sunday, I went out to what the hell did I do? I don't even remember. But I do know that I had obligations all weekend, and I was rather frustrated because I did not get to fly. Same with tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Same with tomorrow. But I'll tell you right now that I will be getting out of work early on Wednesday, so that I can fly Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday out in Missouri.
There you go. Oh man, you saw my notes on flying Sunday, didn't you?
I don't know.
I flew the same flight. I flew negative 12 miles an hour and 86.4.
I did see that. I laughed.
Yeah, I thought you did. Yeah. Yep. It's like, wow.
I was thinking, like, man, I wish I would have been there.
Yeah, I flew to St. Rose. I got the entire place cut and everything Saturday. everything,
Nice.
one end to the other. And so Sunday morning, before we went to my mother-in-law's 90th birthday, I told Ellen I'm going to treat myself and take a flight before we go. And so I flew over to St. Rose, which is by 8 miles, and flew around it. And I was heading back, and it was 10 when I took off. And coming back, it was starting to pick up a little bit more. I was up at altitude. I looked it up, and it said it was going to be windiest at 2,075 feet or something weird like that. You know how Ryan Carlton is. And so I climbed up there and had the trimmers in, pointed upwind, and looked down. First, I'm climbing up. I'm going, oh, 4 miles an hour. It's getting pretty slow. Pull the brakes. 6, 8, 10. Interesting. I'm going backwards. So I let off the brakes and kept climbing, and I was at negative 12 miles an hour going backwards. Baby's butt smooth, like that one day
man,
you and I did.
I would have been doing the same exact thing, only climbing higher.
Yep. Well, it didn't do you anything. It didn't buy you anything. The wind didn't get any stronger. No, in fact, it actually let up a few hundred feet above that. Got lighter. Yeah. So otherwise, believe me, I would have been higher because I would have gone faster down.
Exactly. Yep. I definitely am excited to see. Well, now that your wing and my wing are flying the same speed, and for those that don't know, he's flying a larger sized Hadron XX, and I have a rather small Z Blade by Sky. They fly the same speed at trimmers in and trimmers out with full speed bar.
Yep.
I know you hit what, like 89 mile an hour?
I hit 89 once
without
no speed bar. Yeah, and I hit 86.4.
No speed bar, exactly.
Right.
I would be very excited to hit 89 without speed bar.
Yeah, I'd like to. Yeah, I'm wanting to hit triple digits. I'm wanting triple digits.
Oh, I mean
want triple. Yeah, I want over 100.
I think everybody does, but that doesn't mean everybody can.
Nope, it's got to be the right conditions.
I think we could.
Yeah, it's got to be the right conditions for sure.
I want to try the 100.
Yep. Yeah, you gotta have a fast wing to do it. Mine's not as fast as the fastest by any stretch, or yours, but they're fast enough.
I think mine is
fast enough, exactly.
Trims all the way out on speed bar. I bet you that new wing will do it.
Who's all going to be out at the Bad Apples?
Everybody that's anybody in Paramount will be at Bad Apples.
That will be a big event. That's huge event. That's going to be a big one. Always is. In other words, nobody but me and you from St. Louis. Oh, man. I was trying to get Jerry to come as he was talking about bringing the bus, and I'm thinking, yeah, you go right ahead. There's no reason he couldn't.
Well, I'll tell you what. If he brings the bus, I'll just meet him there.
Yeah. I don't think he is.
I don't think he is either.
Nah.
How far is that from Atlanta?
I'm almost certain that it'll be you and I from the local area. Actually, Mike Mixer and there's actually quite a few.
There's a lot of people coming to that one. It's going to be a big event.
Yeah,
it's going to be a big event. From Atlanta? Well, it's Americus, Georgia, so it's not too hard to figure that up. Hang on.
Yeah, but there'll be plenty of us out there. I'm excited. I'm thinking, what did you say? Wednesday after work, head out.
You're going to
Georgia?
Oh, Georgia, yeah, definitely. That's the plan.
Yeah, Wednesday after work, head out. I figured, well, let's hit up Mike Mixer and his group of people that are heading out. Let's fucking convoy out, man.
Let's see if we can find some people going. That's true. We could do that. That'd be fun.
You know, let's get a group and all haul together, because why not?
It's a lot more fun.
All the crazies travel together. That's how we did out west.
Yeah, we had a good group going there. That's true. Me, you, and Aaron, and Sean. Yep.
It was a convoy.
Crazy enough. So.
The Keith was the entertainment for the convoy.
Oh man.
All right, I don't mean to be rude, but I have to hop off. I went out for a bite to eat at the ice cream joint here. I'm on the motorcycle, so I got to get off the phone in order to get home.
Okay.
I can rejoin once I get home. It'll be less than 10 minutes. So
Okay.
We'll be here.
Take a look at that picture. That's from Friday night. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Bye.
Jacob asked about, look at the chat screen. That's about water being there at the field. I'm not sure where it's at. I hope there's water there.
Okay. 2.21, 2 hours and 21 minutes, Casper.
That's straight west, or what is that?
Actually, it's due south almost of Atlanta. It's southern Georgia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 2 hours and 21 minutes, or about 143 miles.
You come join us, Casper.
Yeah.
It's a possibility.
Hey, it'd be cool. I'd love to finally meet you in person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been around in your neighborhood quite twice already.
Just never give me a call and never stop by. That's all.
Well, you guys were south somewhere the first time
Oh,
around.
were we? Oh, okay. Down in Florida, probably, or something. Yeah.
That's where I ended in the hospital
Okay.
for stitches.
Jeez.
You went to Keystone Hospital to get stitches?
I don't know if it's his hospital. It better not be his hospital.
What hospital were you at? I'll tell you.
That's a brand new ER. It's a brand new, looks like a brand new facility.
West County, way out west.
No, it look like a right in the middle of the city.
Middle of the city.
It looks like or at least the ER part of it looks old, new building.
Well, if it's ours does have just was built a few years ago. Brand new one. They're building all the time.
Yeah, I waited there for 4 hours. They didn't do shit. So I said, can you find somewhere here that you can just pay somebody to stitch it?
Oh, there's a lot of little places around. Yeah.
I went to one of those in the end.
Little med stop type things. Yeah. Doc in the box, we call them.
Talking about.
Yeah.
Hey, the ER took him 4 hours.
Oh, no. But if it was ours or one of a couple others, we're one of the only level 1 trauma centers in the St. Louis area. There's only a couple of us, so they get kind of busy sometimes. Yep, unfortunately.
So, but yeah, anyway, so.
I hear you. That sucks.
I was in Caseyville.
Okay.
Cut my knee because of damn stupid bed in the hotel.
You cut your knee on the bed.
Yeah.
That's some crazy shit you must have been doing. Sorry.
Yeah, what were you doing?
Exercise.
That's what they all say.
Is that what they call it these days?
No.
Trying to get healthy, and I was doing some stretches, and I went to get up, and I just wrapped my leg against the side of the bed, and was a damn sharp bracket sticking out of it.
Oh man.
6 stitches later, needless to say, I was not going to run my 2 miles daily that day.
Yep.
That was out of the question for a while.
Yeah, that kind of stinks.
So
yeah, you got to not get hurt when you're at work.
Yep.
I wasn't at work.
That's even worse.
Yep.
I was in the hotel. That's what I'm telling you.
It's a work trip, though.
What was that?
It's a work trip.
Well, yeah. So.
Yep.
Yeah. You know, that's what happened when you try to get healthy, I tell you. I quit smoking a year and a half ago. I started eating healthy, and I have never been sick that much in a year and injured in anything. I mean, it's just to tell you, I told my wife, I need to think about going back smoking.
I tried to quit once.
Who did you kill that you had to go back?
So quite a few people almost died.
I can see that.
It's so bad. All the guys I work with, I run out of cigarettes. They offer to go get them for me.
That's bad.
They know if I don't have cigarettes or NOS, it's a bad day.
I was about maybe one level under that. But yeah. You know what drives me nuts is like my smell is better now.
Mm-hmm.
That could be a bad thing.
That's true.
When you go to
No.
California or
Nah.
now all the places now pot is legal. Man, you can say whatever you want about pot. One thing I can tell you, it stinks like BO. And you can smell that shit for miles. You get out of the hotel or in the hallway sometimes in nice hotels, and it's like, oh, well, somebody didn't took a shower or somebody smoking. He's back.
Yep. Yeah, it looks like a pretty decent sized field, Darren. I haven't been there yet. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Talking about the size of the field at the short field.
Ah,
Mm-hmm.
short field seems like it's going to be a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
I will say that, who was it? Somebody commented that it was probably the most well planned
It looks
event
good.
of the year.
We'll see. First
As
time.
long as everybody stays safe.
That's all that matters. Yep. Have a good time.
Yeah, you guys going to the one this weekend, right?
That's the idea. Yep.
Yeah.
A pre bad apple flying.
Correct.
Something like that. One of the local guys down here about two hours from us decided to have one. And this is when it worked out.
Works out good though. We get a little practice before the craziness that is bad apple.
Yep.
It almost seems like the because of COVID, there's now a whole lot more fly-ins than there ever used to be.
Yep. Yep. You're right. Oh, by the way, Nick, my exhaust gas, I didn't tell you, did have a bad exhaust gasket.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
Exhaust gas.
Yeah, I don't know if I didn't retorque it right or what. I don't remember if I don't ask me. All I can tell you is that I had an interesting Friday. I started out, I went to pull start the engine, and usually it starts on the first or second pull. 3 pulls, it still hadn't started. The 4th pull, there was no pull starter.
Oh my.
The dogs weren't engaging. Guess what? Turns out you can change them in 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's not too bad. But
Because I don't have to take the engine off on mine. Just take the 4 bolts out.
right.
So I changed them and put the new ones on and started right up then. But it was a little loud, which I swear it's the last time I'd flown before that was with you guys. And I swear it wasn't loud when I landed. So
Yeah, I remember it being kind of noisy.
I wish you'd have said something because I didn't know it. I couldn't tell. It happened so slowly.
I
And
don't remember it being noisy.
you don't? Oh, okay. Because I didn't either. And it's like I went to so I checked the torque on the exhaust, and sure enough, one side was not tight. So I torqued it down and it got better, but it looked like the gasket was a little bit leaking. I mean, not bad enough not to fly, but you know.
Right.
Well, it's better than Todd lost his prop.
Yeah, no shit. Losing your props sucks.
Who?
Todd.
Oh, I don't know, Todd.
Mm-hmm.
Resurgent.
PPG.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
He lost his prop.
Somebody, who was it? I don't remember. somebody just pulled a nick, and I think they were flying the AC 130 and sent the pull starter through it.
Really? Another guy?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Wow. I missed that one. Okay.
If it was an AC 130, it was, I wonder if it broke like mine.
Don't know. Makes you wonder.
I don't know, but it was an AC 130, and they lost a pull starter, and it went through the prop.
Oh, man, that makes a mess.
Oh wait a minute. Was that on Tucker's video?
No, Tucker, that was a freaking Scout.
Was it
With
Scout?
With a Moster, yeah, the pull string the string unwound, spring let loose,
And
the
they
string
didn't have
unwound and
safety.
went through.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, I must be thinking of two different videos because I definitely saw an AC 130 with a problem.
Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah, I would like to talk to anyone who has an AC 130 that's had one that happened, because I think there's a problem.
I think with Cody just didn't put a. There's a apparently the Monsters has a bushing there or something, or not a spacer there, and he just didn't put the spacer, and it hits just enough against it, so you feel like it's tight, but it's actually going against the hard stop.
What happened? Oh, wow. He must have had some really long bolts then, because, yeah, he long bolts. Yeah, mine, I use a spacer on mine. Some of the guys do, some don't. And if I could not tighten my prop down if I didn't have the spacer on there. You're right. Ouch.
Well,
Usually,
is it a spacer between the
prop and the mount? Yeah. All it does is move it out and give you a little more clearance.
Okay.
It's a 10 millimeter, I think it is.
I'm not sure what the
It's a
Fresh
standard
Breeze
one.
have. Yeah.
Oh, Fresh Breeze. Oh, that was the Monster. I thought you meant Moster. Sorry. Oops. Yeah, I don't know what they have on that one right now. The one he had. I was messing with.
Couldn't tell you.
Nope. Lost a prop. That sucks.
Did you lose one or all four?
I'm not sure. They're all laughing about it. You couldn't really understand what the hell they were, what the detail.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
that'll
was
have four blades on it. Two sets of props.
It was on the ground, I guess.
okay.
Right away. It wasn't like, he took off.
Okay.
At least that's the way I understood it last night, but I may be wrong. But
Who knows?
Hear you.
yeah.
Losing a prop anytime is never good.
No, that's true. You're right.
I mean, look what happened to mine. That's two props on my 130.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
You should start manufacturing them.
Well, props?
Yeah, then you'll get a discount on them.
If I start manufacturing, I'll be making my own.
That's my problem. When I ever made anything, I always charge myself more than I charge anybody else. I don't know why.
It's hard not to.
Yeah.
I need to find a good source of props.
Well, I think the better answer to that problem is
Don't break it.
don't break it.
Better solution. Yeah, you bet it. Bet.
But
I mean,
happened.
I'm very happy with my 3-blade E-prop. Hell, I'm happy with my 2-blade E-prop. However, when one gets broken, I will fucking hate them.
Well, yeah, because
Only because they're so expensive.
Oh, yeah. Well, if you only break one blade, they're no more expensive than breaking one blade on a 2-blade.
True, $165 a piece, but
yeah,
that's $165 I don't want to spend.
no.
Would that match if you damage one?
Yeah, they actually serialize them and they will match the other prop.
So I
Hey.
bought my with a 2-blade E prop on it, and I somehow managed not to break a prop all the way up until one day when I had a stupid moment, and I loaded the paramotor in the car in the back seat with the prop on it, which it's always done just fine with an empty seat, but I had something in there. I had another harness in there. And when I closed the door, I pushed a little against the paramotor and it fractured it. I went for a nice hour-long flight.
Then
Who am I?
discovered it.
That flight was anything but nice. It was rough, aggressive, terrible, unenjoyable. It was a nasty flight. And I landed and I was like, what the hell is that? My prop is broken. So I ordered a new half for that one based off serial number, $165 to match it. I got my replacement. But since I already had a broken prop, I figured it was time because I'd always wanted a 3-blade. So those E-prop 3-blade for the Vitarazi 185 with a 268 reduction in 130 is averaging 475. So I dropped 630 or something like that. I don't know.
You can't. Yeah, you can't count the broken prop towards the other one.
I
Those are
dropped
separate ones.
30 or 640 in one afternoon just for the ability to fly again because I was buying.
No, you dropped $167 to fly again. You brought the other one because you wanted it.
True. But I bought it all at the same time.
I hear you. Spent a lot more when you bought the paramotor.
You're not wrong.
Hey, we're not your wife. You don't have to try to excuse it to us.
Well, I don't have one of those, so I don't have to really make an excuse for anybody. But
it should sound like it.
It would be. It would have been nice when I was getting ready to do all this and I broke it. It would have been nice to know what I was about to spend. So now y'all know.
Yeah, I hear you, man.
Hey, knowledge is power.
Yep.
You know what it costs for a prop.
Yep. Oh yeah.
I mean, that's the only bad thing about the motors that I have is you break a prop. I can get props fairly cheap through Amazon, but I have to make sure to keep one on hand because when I'm going to fly in, chance of someone having a prop that fits my machines ain't happening.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the only nice thing about the motor, I will say.
Well, and that's just it. Like
that's not the only thing nice about it. Trust me.
You're correct. Yeah. That is why one of the biggest reasons why I decided to go with the Moster 185 was because I know that everybody's got them. I know the parts are available. I know that people understand the engines and are able to diagnose issues. I mean, I'm not saying anything against the Nitro 200, but if I bought a Nitro 200, it's a much smaller community that is going to be able to help me if I have an issue.
True.
And what the hell is that thing now, man? Nitro.
Did you see this? Did you check out any of that scrappy paramotor video?
Oh, you saw that? Oh, God.
Yeah. He's putting that motor on it.
What is it?
He's putting it to
Boxer.
40 horse Boxer.
Yeah.
On what one?
With a 150 millimeter cage. A centimeter cage, I mean.
I thought the prop was 150 or something, wasn't it?
It was big. I know that. It was a good size.
Yeah.
He took a Parajet Maverick frame parts and built a new ring.
Yeah, what the hell? Instead of using 4, use 6, something like that.
Yeah. It's big. And then welded them together as a one-piece unit.
That's going to be different.
Yeah. Yep. Looked good when he got done with it. We haven't really seen it fly yet. I'm sure it'll be fine because it's a what the hell frame was that? I'm trying to remember. He started out with it. There's the one the same one that came with you originally a year before. He said he was
Who's building this?
Canadian guy.
Yeah, he's a Canadian guy.
It says motor man or something like that. Motor something.
Description.
Motor. What the hell was that? Motor.
Yeah, went out yesterday. Motor Addicts, he calls his page.
Yeah.
Final build weight of the Sky with the Sky Engine Boxer 220. He claims it'll be the most powerful foot launch paramotor built that's been built. That's what he claims.
Boxer 220.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw one of those.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
F1.
Yep. That's the one.
That was the paramotor that got me extremely excited.
Mm-hmm.
I think those are the right words.
Mm-hmm.
Extremely excited. Those are PG-13 words for.
Mm-hmm.
I got happy to see that paramotor.
Mm-hmm.
You want one?
Yeah.
You damn right I want one.
Yeah, you'll be doing what he showed in his video of his RC paramotor with the great big motor doing loops.
Oh man, that would be me. Not to change the subject, but I just opened up my Messenger app and I clicked on Keith Smith's name, and I'm seeing a picture that Keith sent me.
Yeah.
Keith,
yeah.
do you have you'd like to share?
Oh, I already talked about it on here. You missed it.
I guess so. What the fuck happened?
Well, basically, I'm going down Highway 19, leaving Herman after we'd had dinner, and I was about a mile from Highway 70, and a tractor trailer flatbed with nothing on it blocked the entire highway.
Okay.
By the time I realized what I was seeing, I was getting close. I hit the brakes and realized I was not going to miss him. I turned right and tried to go around him and hit a big ass ditch, and basically came out of the ditch and I didn't hit him that hard. I just went right underneath the truck. Almost stopped. If it hadn't been for the ditch with the water, I would have stopped.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nobody was hurt?
No, nobody hurt, and he ran. Didn't get to see a license plate or anything.
He took off.
Yep. I got out of the truck to look and see if I could back out from under him. And, I didn't want to do any more damage, obviously. And I got out and I looked at it and went, yeah, I can. And I backed it up. And then I looked and I see steam coming out. I'm like, oh, crap. And I get out thinking I got a radiator, but I'd gone through a big puddle of water. It soaked the exhaust and everything. That's what was causing it. Well, when I was standing in front of the truck, literally as I got out there, he took off. I jumped in the I didn't see any license plates. I jumped in my truck and had to get it unstuck because it was sitting, the rear end was sitting down in the mud. And by the time I got out on the road, he was gone, man.
Wow.
So I called the police and they came out and told me basically it's happened there. It happens at that intersection, not regularly, but enough that they consider it happens there. They get off the highway, miss the entrance to the truck stop, and then realize there's no good place to turn around. And they've had it at that one and the next exit, the next crossroad. And
so I suppose that means you're just stuck with a deductible. And
yep. Unfortunately, it's no charge, not chargeable to me. I got told by the insurance company. It's because, once again, it's something I couldn't avoid. I told them I even have video. I have a dash cam running.
Did your dash cam by chance license plate?
Nothing. You literally did not see the truck after the incident, after he hit.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sucks because I went back hoping they would,
Yeah. And a lot of people don't know this that are listening to this, but that truck just was recently repaired.
Weeks ago on the trip. Yes.
Oh my God. It was gorgeous.
Didn't scratch one spot on that whole side. All that beautiful work is still beautiful.
Do you think
And now the front's going to look better.
Didn't hurt the brand new headlight they put in on the right side's not hurt. The fender, nothing on the right side of the truck was hurt at all. Not one spot.
It doesn't look like you got the windshield either.
Oh yeah, it did.
Oh, did it?
Yep, cracked it on the driver's side.
Okay, I can't see that in the picture, but
it did.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, so you get to put a new windshield in too.
They're going to replace the windshield. I've noticed that the instrument lights are not coming up to full brightness, so they got a little work to do.
Wow.
It's running fine. It drives fine, fortunately.
Yeah, I'd imagine so.
I was in the shop today getting the pictures and them getting an estimate together for the insurance company, and they let us know as soon as they'd get the parts in so they can get started on it.
Keith, I swear you have got the worst luck.
That's the second thing that's ever happened to that truck since 2017 when I bought it.
Yeah, but they're so close together.
Yeah, it's several months. You're right. But I mean, it's crazy. Yeah. It's just crazy. And both of them flatbed tractor trailers.
And between the two of them, I guarantee you that truck would have been totaled if it all happened at once.
Oh, I guarantee it too. Absolutely.
You got the whole front end here and the whole passenger side on the last one.
Yeah, the guy went all the way down the side. Yep, sideswiped the entire thing.
Man.
Yep, and this time he got the left front fender. He got the hood, the grill, the headlight on the driver's side, the left fender. I think that's all. There may be, who knows, it might have moved something underneath, because I'm pretty sure the headlight got taken out by the tire.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, rear tire. I mean, I was literally at the back of the truck. I was trying to get around him.
Wow.
I was trying to avoid. Yep. My paramotor was on the rack on the back.
Oh, man.
That's the real kicker. You could hurt the paramotor.
Didn't hurt a thing. A little bit.
Well, I don't think the insurance is going to pay for that.
Didn't hurt a thing. Actually, they would. It's attached to the truck permanently. It's bolted on.
That's very difficult because most of the automotive insurance companies will not cover, regardless of how you are towing it, they will not cover an aircraft. So you can only claim aircraft parts or cargo, but if they ask questions, good luck.
It's not an aircraft. It's not assembled. The wing is not attached.
Oh, well, okay. That's fair.
It's parts.
Now, that is a very valid point that I not considered.
Mm-hmm.
I know I had my paramotor on the hitch carrier before. I put it on there, did not plan on being at work. I had the day off, but I decided to hang out at the shop for a couple hours.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody backed into my paramotor, bent the swan arms. I called my insurance company, because it's a hit and run at the end of the day.
Sure.
And they said, we have nothing to do with it because it is not your car, it is an aircraft. So
interesting.
I put new swan arms on it and I sold it to Nick.
Yep.
Told me a wrecked paramotor.
Nothing had ever been damaged on it except for the swan arms, which were not on it when you got it.
Right. And hey, if you want them, you can have them. I still have them.
It would be worth keeping around.
Oh, that's what I figured. That's why I still got them. It was a lesson learned.
Yep.
And it was an experience.
Mm-hmm.
But it was very beneficial in the way that I learned that people are assholes.
Yep.
And insurance companies do not necessarily cover it just because it's attached to your vehicle.
No, you gotta make sure how you approach it and everything, because like you said, they specifically aircraft parts, yes, but aircraft, no.
Right.
Guess what?
You know what?
We don't own aircraft. We own air recreational vehicles.
The reality of it is people keep getting cheaper and cheaper car insurances.
Mm-hmm.
And what do you think? Why do you think an insurance gets cheaper? Because something coming out of it.
I don't know where you live. Mine's never gotten cheaper. Yep. My truck gets old, my car gets old, the insurance doesn't go down. I buy a new one, it goes up.
Yep.
Yeah, why is that?
Crooks, man. That's why we got crooks.
Yeah. Anyway.
Why? Because I tell you how they get away with it, because nobody reads the damn thing. Okay, what is that? $30, $100 a month. Okay.
I read it. I argue with them, but it doesn't do any good. You still got to buy the insurance. See, they know they've got you because anywhere in the U.S. now you're required to have automobile insurance. Therefore, you are buying insurance.
Yeah, but there's plenty of people that will offer you that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and you can get better deals from one guy than another, but I mean, you're still,
Yeah, well, my point is most Americans just, okay, what it costs, pay it, and they don't ask questions because they have to have it.
That's true. You do.
They don't shop around. That's my point.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the one thing with my agent. Well,
Mm-hmm.
Yep. He doesn't give me the cheapest one, but it's definitely the best value for my money. Yeah.
Yeah.
He asked me once. He says, "Why, just go online and find yourself insurance online because over here." And I said to him, "No, I want to know when some shit hits the fan.
Right, you're going to be covered.
Which neck I can put my arms on."
Yep. Yeah, there you go. That's it. I mean, I gotta say, I mean, so far mine's been good. I've had and once again, both accidents I've had have been somebody, have been non-chargeable to me, which is nice because they don't raise your rates. It's like you hate it when they do that.
I've been with the same company forever.
Mm-hmm.
And the one accident I had, they came back and determined that the guy that was just doing what they call it, a smash and grab or whatever they call it.
Uh-huh.
They get in front of you and smack the brakes, but they don't just enough so you can't get away.
Mm-hmm.
But so they figured that guy that did it to me, that's apparently hell wasn't his first rodeo.
Yep. I hear you.
And they said, "No, that was not your fault." And the following year, I said, my rate went up. I said, "What the hell happened?" I said, "You had an accident." I said, "Excuse me, you guys the one that determined it wasn't my fault."
Right.
Oh, sorry. So they took the
right.
premium down, and they were fine.
Yep. Yeah, it's amazing how they'll try and do stuff like that. Companies will. Yeah, they say, "Oh, it's not your fault. Okay, we're not going to hold it against you," and all this stuff. But yeah, then when the rate comes out, it's like it's up. It's like, wait a minute, how can you charge me more for something that wasn't when you said it wasn't my fault?
Yeah. You know what I think in a lot of cases is, I'll be honest with you, it's just computer database.
Oh yeah, and it just automatically sees an accident, so it raises your rate. And if you don't question it, then they get more money.
My point is, I don't think it has to do with necessarily more money trying to gouge people, especially the big companies. I think they're just a shitty IT guys. I'll be honest with you.
Well, I'm not arguing. No, that's what I'm saying. It's just automatic, and if it just so happens that if you don't complain, then nobody knows. It just goes through.
I mean, I have a company that have been on my business insurance.
Mm-hmm.
They got me somehow on the same letterhead of another company. And what the hell is that?
Sleeping.
So there's only one person not talking. I don't believe he's sleeping, but
Either sleeping or farting. I'm not sure which.
yeah. Mute him. Prove it. You can do it.
Huh?
Yeah, mute him. I bet it's.
He either fell asleep or he's got a weird audio. I'm not sure which.
Yeah, I don't know. It's bad. Yep. Well, anyway, guys, looking forward to the weekend. Hopefully, we have a good one. I've got to hit the sack because I got to get up at 5 a.m. So,
Yeah, I got another toilet to go deal with in the morning.
Oh joy.
Looking at the paperwork here now.
Yep.
They just sent another one over to me, like always.
They're giving you money. Give you that nasty money for going and cleaning out the nasty toilet.
I got to point
Somebody-
out, I just take the trap. There's double traps outside.
Mm-hmm.
You know, one sweep towards the street, one sweep towards the building. I pull both those caps. I go out in the parking lot. There's another sweep trap. I'll pull it loose.
Mm-hmm.
If it all looks like it's plugged, I just pull the jetter out. I stick it down the line,
Mm-hmm.
step on the pedal, and watch the thing unspool until something happens.
Blow it out. Yep.
Sometimes you stand there for like 3 hours. You know, I made a little wedge to fit my foot pedal trap deal.
Uh-huh.
I'll beat that wedge in there
Oh
and then
shit.
go sit in the truck and wait for it to do its thing. I'll just watch the spools. It'll unwind real slow.
Mm-hmm.
It took 3.5 hours to go about 40 foot last time.
Ouch. Yep. Yeah, here.
Do you rent it or you own it?
I own it. But I charge them a fixed fee every time I take it off the truck,
Well, yeah.
plus the hourly rate.
Guys, have a good one. Casper, I hope we get to see you at Bad Apples. That would sure be nice.
Yeah. I'm thinking about it because
Okay. Nothing else. Maybe I'll see you next Monday. We'll talk to you
yeah,
guys.
I
Okay.
betcha.
Take care.
Bring the seed to Bad Apples. We'll teach you how to
there
kite a
go.
little better. Sean will be there, I think.
Practice. Okay, cool. Look forward to seeing him. Okay. Well, guys, have a nice evening. Have a nice one. You guys online, have a good one too. Take care.
You still there, Nick?
Yeah, I'm here.